inside the bracket, or to get rid of the brackets. So now how do we get rid of these brackets? Because order of operation says you start with the brackets. Okay, so now if you can see, there is a negative sign here, this negative. This simply means there is a -1 in front of the brackets. So we're supposed to multiply this negative by everything that is inside. And we're going to have a 3a, okay, minus 2b plus a minus 3b. So maybe you may be wondering that how did this change to plus? It's because negative times negative is giving us a positive. So the next thing here is to arrange our work, or we group like terms. So we've got 3a plus a. So this 3a will move with the a. And then we say minus 2b minus 3b. So we have arranged our work according to like terms. So the next thing here would just be to add 3a plus a. This will simply give us a 4a. So just say 3 plus a 1. We know that in front of a there is a 1. So 3 plus 1 it's 4, and you get the letter. Here we shall have minus 5b. So when subtracting same signs or adding same signs, we add. When you have same signs, you add and get the sign that you're able to see. So we shall say 2 plus 3, which is 5, and the sign get the negative. You also put the letter there. That is with the numbers, and that is B. So this is our solution for number 1. Okay, so we go to number 2. For number 2 here, we need to evaluate. So remember, if you are a fan or if you follow most of my videos, I emphasize that whenever you have a question like this, you check the power that you've been given. So in this case, we have power -1/3. So now, if the power is a negative, if there is a negative there, we have to get rid of this negative sign. So all what we're going to do is just to reciprocate. So we shall have 125 over 64. And then the power will now be a positive power. So you see, almost the same thing. This power will just reciprocate what is inside. We shall have 125 become a numerator, and the numerator there, 64, become the denominator. Okay, so now after doing that, you need to understand some few things. When you have power 1/3, this is the same as a cube root of the cube root. And the cube root is simply to find the number such that when it multiplies by itself 3 times, you get the number that is inside. So now let's do this. We have a cube root now. Cube root over 125 over 64. Since there are brackets here, here and here, meaning what this power would do to this, it will also do it to this other number, the denominator. And this is what I've done. So meaning we need to find the cube root of 125 and the cube root of 64. So now when you talk about cube root, what are we simply talking about here? We need to find a number such that when it multiplies by itself 3 times, it gives us what? 125. And that number will simply be a 5. Because if we say 5 times 5, it's 25. Times 5, it's 125. So a 5 holds. We go to the denominator. We do the same. We find the number such that when it multiplies by itself 3 times, it gives us 64. And that number is what? It's a 4. It's a 4. Okay? Because if we say 4 times 4, 4 times 4, it's 16. 16 times 4, it's 64. Okay? So now we can't leave our answer like this. Okay? This is improper fraction. So we can't leave our answer like this. we will leave it in a mixed fraction. So we're going to write 1, remainder 1 over a 4. So this is our answer. Now, how have I done this here? I know most of the people sometimes do face challenges to do this. You just say, how many times does it 5 go into, I mean 4 goes into 5? It's 1. Remainder 1 over 4. Or if you want, you can even do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, this one. What is the remainder here? It's a 1. And what is the divisor here? It's a 4. Okay? That's all. We now go to question 3. So for question 3 here, we have been given the equation here, this equation, and they want us to find the value of x. So we're going to say 8 power x minus 1 is equal to a 16 there. Okay? So the next thing here will be to balance the bases. So what do we mean by saying balance the bases? This side, the base is 8. This side is 16. So we can't make 8 this side. Okay? We just have to play with it nicely. So here we're going to say 2 power 2 inside the brackets, and x minus 1 is equal to 2 power 4. So you see, this is what we mean when we say balancing the bases. Okay, so these two will move with, actually here it's 3. It's supposed to be 3. 2 power 3. Okay, 2 power 3 is the same as 8. 2 power 4 is the same as 16. Provided you balance the bases here, you can get the powers. So here we have 3 open bracket x minus 1. So this power will move with this. I've decided to put it inside the brackets because the laws of indices, when you have a power and a power, you multiply the powers. So this power will be multiplied by this, and the other side we shall just have a 4. Okay, that's a power which is to the other side. I guess you're following up to this stage. Next step, we solve the equation. This is an equation. So we have 3x minus 3 is equal to a 4 there. Okay, next, 3x is equal to 4 plus a 3. We group the like terms. So this will cross the equal sign. It was negative, it's now positive. So we shall have 3x is equal to 7. To solve for x, we divide by 3 both sides, of which here this will cancel. We shall remain with x is equal to how many times? It's a 2 remainder 1 over 3. Remember what we did on the previous question, on question 2? This is how your answer must remain in a mixed fraction, not improper fraction like it is here. Let's check out question 4. So for question 4, we need to factorize completely. So we have a power x, ax power 2y minus 4ay. So here, we don't even need to waste our time. We just check what is it that is found here and here. It's a, y. Okay, so there is a here, there is y, a and y. We open brackets, so we have x power 2 minus 4. A and A will cancel, y and y will cancel, A and A right here will cancel, y and y will also cancel. So here we just remain with x power 2, here negative 4. So if we leave our answer like this, it means we are not done, because we need to solve it completely, or we need to factorize completely this word, meaning there is something that is pending that we need to finish. We have a, y, so this one will be x, actually x, yeah, power 2 minus 2 power 2. So x power 2 minus 2 power 2, of which we know that 2 power 2 is the same as 4 there. So now we use the difference of two squares, idea of difference of two squares. So we shall have a, y, x minus 2, x plus 2. So difference of two squares, you just get the bases, what you're able to see here, together with a sign. Again, you get the same thing here, write it right here, and change the sign to positive. This is what we call difference of two squares, and this is our solution. We go to the next question. For question 5 here, we need to get the given equation, which is x power 2 minus 7x is equal to 8. And let's check, is this equation in standard form? No, it's not. So let's write the standard formula here. It's supposed to be a x power 2 plus b x plus c is equal to 0. So this is the standard form. Now when you look at this, it's not in standard form. So we have to put it in standard form before we even start solving. So we're going to have x power 2 minus 7x minus 8 is equal to a 0. So we can say it's now in standard form. So if you check here, there is plus, there is plus, there is minus here and minus. This should not worry you, okay? All what you need to think of is to make sure that one side of the equation has got a 0 only, like this. Don't look at the signs. One side must have a 0, okay? So the next thing here will be to identify the sum, product, and factors. Okay, so we need to identify these things. Now when you talk about sum, what does it mean? It means addition. What about product? It means multiplication. And when you talk about factors, these factors are two numbers such that when we multiply them, they give us the negative 8, and when we add them, they give us, when we add them, they give us negative 7. So sum there, it's negative 7. The number that is where x is here, the number that is at b together with its sign, is our sum. And then product is our c, the number that is right here without a letter, that is our product. For factors, we need to find two numbers such that when we multiply them, they give us negative 8, product, multiplication. So those two numbers, when they are multiplied, they must give us negative 8. And when we add them, they must give us negative 7. So what are those two numbers? It's actually negative 1 and negative 8. Because if we say 1 times negative 8, it's negative 8. 1 plus negative 8 is negative 7. So we are good to go. So if you don't want to be making mistakes at this stage, you can even be putting the x here. You put your x, your small x, and your small x. And lift these numbers the way they are without any change. You can either start with this or this, whichever. So I'll start with this one. So you copy x power 2 here, and then you come to the factors. Get that one, 8x. Get this other one, plus x. We know that 1x is the same as x. There's a 1 here. You write 8 is equal to 0. So you maintain this and this right here. You only substitute at b here, where negative 7x is. You put these factors. Thereafter, I'll show you. I know most of the people have been facing challenges to find factors, but I'll show you the trick that you can use to find factors. So now here, you group your work. So you find what is common here, it's x. So let me do this so that we don't mix up things. It's x outside the brackets, we shall have x minus 8. So x into x squared, it's x. X into negative 8x, it's 8x. And then plus 1 here. 1 is common here. So we shall have x minus 8 is equal to a 0. Okay? And you must make sure that what is here is similar to what is here. So we have x plus 1 inside the brackets, x minus 8 is equal to 0. If you find different terms here and here, it means your answer will be wrong. or you are wrong somewhere. So here you say x plus 1 is equal to 0, or x minus 8 is equal to 0. Okay, so after equating, you see that you've got two equations, this and this. So we shall say x is equal to -1, x is equal to 8. So these are the two solutions. So now, let me just show you the trick here. When you want to find the factors, I know people have been facing challenges. You just get the product, okay? After getting that product, find numbers that can go into this product. So 1 can go there, 2, 4, and 8 itself. -1, -2, -4, and -8. So these are the numbers that can go into -8 without leaving any remainder. So just start try them. Start trying them. This times this, or 1 times -8, or -1 times 8, -1 times 8. You work with these numbers. So pick two, try them. You multiply. If they give you this, you try to add them. If they give you this, you are good to go. Just like that. Thank you. Let's go to question 6 now. All right, so for question 6 here, we've been asked to shade this B complement intersect A intersect C right here. So the first thing that you must do, first let's copy what the region which is needed to shade. So we need to show this, or we shade this on the Venn diagram here, okay? So the first thing must be to just put numbers here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So remember, these numbers are not part of the solutions or your solutions. They are there to just help you identify the region. So after doing that, you say B complement. So you identify your B complement. So out of these numbers, which one? So I've got 1, 4, 7, 8. So now maybe the question may be, what is B complement? It means get what is outside B. So if you can see set B right here, inside set B there is 2, 3, 5, and 6. Don't get this, get what is outside. 1 is outside, 4 is outside, 7 and 8, and this is what I've put here. Next, identify A intersect B. What is A intersect B? A is right here. A intersect C, sorry. A intersect C. A is here and C is right here. So the intersection of these two will be right here. What is found in A and in B? In C. And that is 4 and 5. So 4, 5. So upon getting this, you now say B complement intersect A intersect C. And this is what we are looking for. B complement intersect A intersect C. It's what we are looking for. And in this case, it's just a 4. What is found in B complement and in the intersection of A and C? This is a 4 right here and here. So now you go to your Venn diagram, check where 4 is. It's right here and shade. So this is the region that we needed to shade, like that. Right. Let's go to question 7. Question 7, we've been given the matrices. So I've got matrix A and matrix B here. And they want us to find the transpose of matrix A. That's question A. So for the transpose, let me copy matrix A. So for matrix A, we have 3, 2, 1. And here we have 4, 3, 0. So now to find the transpose of matrix A, we're going to say A power T there is equal to, it will change, it will now look like this. We shall have a 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 0. So this is how you change the transpose. Well, this is how you write the transpose of the matrix. You just get this, become this, and this one become that. That's all. Now for question B, they want us to find AB. So let me copy here. A or we're going to put B here, question B. So AB will simply be equal to, what is our A? Our A is a 3, 2, 1. Here it's 4, 3, 0. And our B there, it's 1, 2, 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3. And here for our B, we have 3, 2, 1. Here it's a 0, 1, 0, like that. So when you just see letters like this one represents a matrix and this one a matrix. And if they write them like this, it means multiplication. So now multiplication here, you need to be very careful multiplying matrices. Let's do this. So we're going to multiply this row by the column. So it will be 3 times a 1. Okay, 3 times 1. There. And then we say plus. This one will go with this one. 2 times 3. Okay. Next, it's 1 times 0. We are done. Okay, with the first one. Next one, it will be this with this. So it will be 3 times 2. Okay, here there is no plus, it's supposed to be space. Okay, since I'm running out of space, I'm not going to write this. I'll leave it. Let me just multiply direct. Just keep on following. So it will be 3 times 1. That is 3. Okay, plus 2 times 3. That is 6. Plus 1 times 0. That is 0. So this is how you multiply. Row by column. So this row by the column now, the next one. So 3 times 2, that's 6. 2 times 2, that's 4. 1 times 1, that's a 1. Okay? The same thing now on the next one. 3 times 3, that's 9. 2 times 2, that's 2. I mean 2 times 1, that's 2. 1 times 0, that's a 0. Next, we come to this row, also be multiplied by this. So 4 times 1, that's 4, plus 3 times 3, 9, plus 0 times 0, that's 0. 4 times 2, 8, plus 3 times 2, that is 6. 0 times 1, that is a 0. Again, we come to this one and this. 4 times 3, that's 12, plus 3 times 1, that is 3, plus 0 times 0, that's a 0. So our final answer here will simply be, adding this, we're getting a 9. 3 plus 6 plus 0, that's a 9. Here, 6 plus 4 plus 1, that's a 11. 6 plus 4 plus 1, it's 11. Here we're getting 11 also. Here we're getting 13. Here we're getting a 14. Here we're getting a 15. So this is our answer. All right, thank you so much. We end on question 7. We have question